Hello there everybody, long time no see. Today I'm working on our Ford Freestar 2005. Pretty nice little minivan. Here we go, 4.2 liter. All right, and this is the limited model, again, Ford Freestar. And what we're gonna do is, see down in there, there's electric fans. There's one of them right here. Another one right here, but they're all one piece all the way across here. So today we're going to change those. All right, and here's what the fan looks like. So based on this, there's only two bolts out of the whole thing that holds it on there. I believe these are just where those little wire connectors hang on to. And these two, I think, they're just where the wires go together or snap in there. So we just unsnap those, do those, and it should come right out. Safety first. So we are going to unloosen our negative terminal. That'll come off there. My battery terminal was an 8mm. All right, hopefully you can see down there. I got this one loose, and there's another one right there. It's also loose now. All right, I'm gonna take this loose and just get it out of my way. All right, and this is really easy, by the way. You just push down on this part and you can pull that. So see how it's got that little button there? Right here. All right, and you pull that down. And then for this one, there is a doodad right here. You can, hang on, let it focus. All right, on the doodad, see how I'm pulling it? And that'll pop right off there. So this little tab right here, like that. So you can just stick that up like that. All right, and this one, the clips broke off, but I just wiggled it. You can see it comes out. Oh yeah, I got much more room. There we go. Right there, there's a tab. Right there. This is exactly what this tool's for, by the way. Alright, now that you got it under, you just pull back. It'll pull them right out. Look at that. Pretty as you please. Alright. I'm going to remove this battery out of the vehicle altogether. Alright, so I got the battery terminal loose. Now I'm going to take the battery out. This has got a 8mm right here that you have to undo to get the battery out. Alright, and that's what that piece looks like. It catches this corner of the battery and goes down in there like that. 8mm. So now we can remove our battery. So now that I got the battery out, I can reach this bolt that you can see so very clearly there now. All right, coming under the vehicle, we have an 8mm bolt here. Little kitty, my cat is helping me work. Oh, she's a good baby. All right, 8mm right here we'll get. So now that that bolt is loose, we can push that up out of the way. I think we can do a pretty good job on that. Should give us plenty of room to get that shroud out of there. We may have to take out, shoot, where's that cat? That oxygen sensor that's right there, but that's okay. I think I got a socket for that. Kitty, my little kitty's loving me. Oh, I love you too, kitty. I love you. I love you. Jessie, what a pretty kitty. I'm gonna try to take off that bolt down there. I'm gonna take off that bolt also. All right, there we go. So my 8mm wrench with these swivel heads on them definitely helped. So 8mm again, and this was in that spot there. There's the other one, and so just to give you an idea, it's right down through here. Also an 8mm. All right, so I got that one out. Right here, see, it's flat, but it goes on a bracket. So the bracket will slide on there like that. So you actually have to pick this up, lift it up off of those brackets down there. So, all right, so here's a clip at the bottom of this thing, and I'm gonna push up on this. And I'm gonna pop this loose at the same time with my little tool. So push up and pull out. And once it hits this part of the clip right here, the bracket will pop out of it if you use one of these little tools like this. All right, so I got this thing plumb off the clips. You can see them right there. Like I said, just pop it up with that tool I showed you. You can pop them off there. That's why that crook's there. I'm gonna remove that oxygen sensor right there. All right, so I take my oxygen sensor socket, and I got my oxygen sensor loose. Now, if you look up in there, there's a little bit more room. All right, so I took out all of the screws that were in the bottom of this shroud here. All right, now I'm gonna bring these pieces down. So I got a 10mm bolt there, 10mm bolt there. We're gonna see if we can get us enough room to get this fan out of here. All right, there's an 8mm bolt right here. And there's one on the inside right here, and just for perspective, I'm looking in the grill. And that's gonna let this whole plate. All right, you guys, so here we go. I have the new fan in there. All right, it took some doing. But what I did is these transmission lines, this one right here, and there's one in the bottom, right here it is right now. Oh. And I don't quite have this pushed up in there yet, because there's a whole little bracket piece that goes on this. But I did have to drop the radiator. Okay, but see this? Well, there is, oh, that's where that line came from. Okay. So there's a transmission line that's crammed way up there that I gotta undo. All right. So there's two transmission lines right here. this one, and that one up there. And they come, let me make sure I'm not still zoomed in. Okay. They come down and around the bottom of the shroud, and they plug in on the other side. So these are 26 millimeter, or at least that's what I took them off with. And it goes right there. This one over here does. The other one is up there, but you have to undo them first. All right, forgive me. It's already gotten pitch black out here. So, all right, first you hook your intercooler back up with those bolts right here. In there. They're not as bad as they look to get to. All right. Then you get these lined up in these plates. And there's a little cushion in there for the thing. You want this out. You want your transmission lines about where they go. You can't tighten them up yet. And then you're going to take a jack like I did and use your leg to use your lever like that. Get you a block of wood to hold this sucker up. So once we get this far, make sure this is on the outside of that, because it goes right there. Alright, we got to try to line all this up. Alright, it's getting better all the time. There are arms on the top of this radiator, right there. It has to come up through there. Now, so I got to try to direct that in there. Yeah. I'm hoping that line's supposed to be back there. Should be just kind of pinned. There we go. Get it up out of there. Alright. Now I just need to slide that up in there. Little by little, bit by bit, y'all. Jacking this thing up and putting it back together. Alright, like I said, little by little, bit by bit, we're pushing it back up in there. Goodness gracious. I hope I only have to do this job once. Alright, this side's lined up too. Alright, now, like I said, I gotta get up top and guide my other things in while I'm jacking that up. Oh, there. Not there. Right there. Right there. Alright, looks like it's gonna come up here by itself. Now, this one's almost all the way up. Let's see where my bolt holes are. Dang, is that wood? Surely not. No, not yet. Alright, go up top side, make sure everything's cleared out of the way. Oh. one's probably almost done over here. Let's see what they got. Oh man, this one passed my bolt holes just a touch. Perfect. All right, there we go. We got those back together. That mount's back together. This block ain't even holding anything anymore. I got the other side. So it takes some finagling. I mean, you got to work on this side, that side, and up top. Goodness, that was a big spider. And up top, all at the same time, while trying to use a jack, if you're doing it by yourself. So, 2 people are advised. So now, I'm gonna let this jack down, get it out of here, and tighten up these transmission lines. Again, they're 26 millimeter. All right, so I got my oxygen sensor back on, and this wire was getting really twisted, so I just unplugged it. It's got a little clip right here, and it actually clips into that right there. So you can unplug that really easy. Just pull that, push down on that. All right, and it's plugged back in, tightened up. Well, there's my fan plug that I was just talking about. It's easier to get to from the top, so I got that plugged in. The other one's right there. I'll go ahead and plug it back in. Alright, and my clip is broken on this one. Yeah, I'll probably put me a zip tie on that. Alright, now I'm going to work on putting my transmission lines back in. Alright, and I want to show y'all a trick real quick. I got this wire right here, and it is holding, it's holding that retainer clip for me, so it won't fall down my line. So just a little trick to keep that retainer clip up there while you put these transmission lines in. Now you do have to put them in straight, so you can't cross thread these, or they're gonna leak like crazy. So and again, this is a 26 millimeter. All right, and I got that one put back in. So now I just need to put my retaining clip on there, which, like I said, I got my little wire here holding this up here, so I got it, no problem. All right, there you have it. I got my retaining clip on there. Nice. All right, now I just need to do the bottom one. But I'm also gonna, while I'm up here, go ahead and put this on here that I took off. Mine only had one side, so I'll put it on there. Back. All right, so every little thing is important. So I'll put that one back in there. There was one right here I put back in there. Just went ahead and did that while this was not down here. And it goes right there. Like so. Alright, we put our PVC hose back on. Let's see, where is that plug? It's hiding from me. Here's that plug. It hangs down right here. Alright, and it's actually another plug right there, but plug in this sensor. this will just snap back on there. Like that. Alright, so if you're almost have this one right here screwed in, I want to show you a secret. Now, if you can't get no wrench in there, you can take a screwdriver, put it right there on it, like that. Kind of prod a little bit, sometimes. Other times, let me get a better camera angle. You take it right here on the corner, on the end, like that, and you tap it with the hammer, and it'll push it on around there. Oh man, I had it moving. Crap, I can't film it and do it at the same time. But anyway, that's how I'm gonna knock it on there. Give me 1 second. See how it's got a lot left? I'm gonna use this screwdriver trick and tap it in there. All right, there we have it. Now, I used the screwdriver trick on that almost all the way, and then I reached up in there with my wrench and got half a turn or whatever it was. Just tried to snug it up the rest of the way. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that one, make sure it's not leaking. If it is leaking, I'll get something to do, tighten it better. Minus that one. Almost forgot about that one. So I hooked this up. All right, now return your battery into the battery slot. If you tried to take that thing off, there's a bolt underneath it also. But apparently there was another one and I couldn't find, so I never removed that, so you don't have to. All right, return your battery clamp. Remember, it goes like that. Oh, this battery's rattling, come out. Alright. I don't know if we can even see the fans back in there. But we'll be able to hear them run. So, alright, moment of truth. All right, so as you've seen in the video, I did get the electric fans in the van. It's been a day and we tried to drive it around, and sadly the electric fans are still not working, but that's okay. I did some research and apparently there's like 5 different fan relays in this thing. So join me with the next episode where I go through the electrical on this van and I figure out how to fix these relays. So that way, if you need help fixing these relays, you can watch that video and hopefully fix your van. All right. So that's it for this episode. thank you all so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you got some value from this, or if you like this content, please subscribe, smash that like button. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a blessed day now.